Hello, this is Widow Plays What Ifs, and here I come again with another video today. This might be posted tomorrow, but I'm just gonna make this video tonight before I go to sleep and see how this is gonna go. Y'all like the first video of what if Deku merged with Starscream a lot, so I decided to make it tonight. So I'm going to start off where we left off in the last video. At this moment, Starscream, Izuku as in Starscream right now, is inside the company, and I didn't specifically say where his dad was working, and I'm gonna say that his dad works at Sai, the main company. And he doesn't know Izuku is he doesn't know Izuku's dilemma at all. He still thinks Izuku is with Inko. This is why he's always overseas, working as a scientist on inside. He is very high up, like I said, and he's very good friends with the director of I'm just gonna keep calling the dude the director because I don't know his name. The dude that is in the director of Psy, pretty much. I don't know his name at the moment. Can y'all remind me in the comments, please? Because I don't feel like searching it up. But yeah, let me think. Yeah, his dad works in Psy, and he is their main scientist. He's the lead scientist in most of their projects. That's why I said that they were living comfortably. And let me skip to that. He doesn't know Izuku's position at all, so he still thinks he's with Inko. I'm gonna say that yeah, he just doesn't know anything. He's pretty much clueless, as Izuku is inside right now. He's pretty much locked up, being subdued, and just in the deepest pits of hell, pretty much in Psy. He's what you would pretty much see a caged animal as, chained up and all that. As Izuku freaking, even though he's in this very hard position, he can easily break free and escape, but he feels like staying because he's bored. That's what yeah, he can easily escape. Sai really doesn't know what they're dealing with at the moment, because this is an entirely new being. Whatever affects the Transformers kinda affects him, but not on the degree it would a Transformer, because he is a mix. He is an entirely new being. Though he's more, what the fuck? Why do I keep doing that? Though where was I at? Yeah, he's an entirely new being. So he's chained up. And I'm gonna say that at this very moment, what happened in the movie is starting to happen in this world. Jaeger finds Optimus, and the journey begins. He's bringing the truck in his farm, and he's gonna bring his family into a fucking war. Yep. But yeah, besides that, Izuku, whenever that's happening, Izuku's just I'm gonna say the same base that the Transformers or the Autobots ransacked pretty much and destroyed a lot of things in is the place where Izuku is being kept prisoner at the moment. Just because I think it would be cool. Okay. And this is in Chicago, I think. Yeah, this the side building is in Chicago, I think. So yeah, Izuku went overseas. He's not in Japan right now. Okay, let me see. What to do. I would say okay. I would say around on an unknown amount of time, Izuku has been kept prisoner in this building, as he's just waiting for someone to come. And I would say this is nighttime right now, and I would say the director is walking and entered Izuku's cell pretty much, as he brings a chair and he sits on it, and whenever he turns back, he tells the bodyguards to close the door behind him, and they do that. As Izuku just smirks and asks, "What? You don't have to be so cautious around me," as he says evilly. As the director feels chills on his spine, as every word Izuku says just brings chills on his spine, as he's trying to just um brush past the sensation on his spine at the moment, as he's taking a deep breath and asks, "Do you, let's make a deal." And Izuku says, "Oh, deal? This might seem interesting. Sure. Tell me what this deal you have for me. What's this deal?" As the director says, "Be my bodyguard for a certain amount of time. I feel like some bad things are going to happen." And Deku smirks as he says, "Bodyguard. I'm going to have to bodyguard a pack of meat. Uh, Better than nothing, I guess. Staying in the cell, at least it'll be more entertaining. I hope your gut is right. I hope, Mr. Director, I hope your gut is right. Your gut feeling, thinking that something bad's gonna happen. Cause if you are right, this is gonna be a whole lot fun." As Izuku smirks, as the director brings out his hand, as Izuku looks at it and he shakes his hand, saying "Deal." As the director takes everything off of Izuku, but before that, he wants to at least have put something on Izuku that will keep him have a peace of mind, pretty much. Yeah, he something that would keep him have a peace of mind at least. As before he takes the chains off, he says, "I need at least put something on you that will at least keep me have a peace of mind, so you won't kill my men." As Izuku smirks in. Why, of course, sure. Put whatever you want to do on me. Because I know it's something that you gotta put on me. Put it on me already. As the director puts a another color on him. He takes the color that he has off of Izuku and puts a new one on. As Izuku says, "Ooh, I know a new choke collar. This might be fun." Not as pretty as the other one, but it'll do, I guess. As the director says, it's not supposed to be pretty or an accessory, really. As Izuku just looked at him with dead eyes, which really chilled with his dead red eyes, as it really chilled the director with down to his core. He those eyes, those deep red dark eyes of his, they were like looking into the abyss. They were like looking through the abyss of hell, pretty much. That's what looking through his eyes was like to this director. As he just shakes his head as he walks out of the room with Izuku right behind him. As he says, "Now that you're my bodyguard, you gotta stay with me at all times." As Izuku freaking has a clicks his tongue. As the director smirks, knowing that he kind of ticked Izuku off by that statement, but he'll keep it to himself. And Izuku asks, "What's this color on me then?" As the director presses the button that he has a little controller. As he presses a button, as the color shocks Izuku, as he's on his knees at the moment. As he was surprised, he wasn't expecting a shock color. As he looked at the director, and he had a smile on his face. He had excitement in his eyes. As he says, "This is gonna be so much fun." As he laughs psychotically. As the director thinks, this boy is psychotic. He's unhinged. I don't think I should let him out of the cell, but I need a bodyguard, and he's the best thing that I got in my company at the moment. He's the most dangerous thing I have in my company. So I'll have to just bug it up and see what comes after what my gut tells me. As Izuku says, you better keep the end of the deal. As the director says, yes, I'll let you leave after you bodyguard me. Cause my gut feeling is that there's a war going to happen. As Izuku smirks, hearing that word, war, as he can't wait for that. Izuku slash I can't think of the name. Starscream, yeah, Starscream. Izuku slash Starscream. Now they're a new being. Starscream. I'm just gonna keep calling him Starscream. I keep saying that, but I keep forgetting. But Starscream really loves war. Since Izuku and Starscream merged, the new being had a fascination with war. and he this new being loves war, and he has a real bloodthirst for war. Pretty much, that's what he loves. He loves war. Okay, now I'll stop that, and I'll go back to the story. As they're walking through the as Izuku and the director is walking through the building, as he's looking through all the floors and seeing what's going on and this and that, as he's looking around, there's quite a few things that's amusing him. As he sees a lot of parts of Transformers, and he sees Autobots body parts, as he sees Ratchet's body part, as he smirks, as he said, really? The government is actually killing Autobots? As the director says, we don't need them no more. We can protect ourselves. As you can very well see, as Izuku says, yes, it is true. You can't protect yourselves to a certain point against us robots, but let me think what he would say. But there are more dangerous robots out there than the ones that you know normally of the Decepticons and Autobots. There are way more powerful foes out there. As he brings out a name that interests the director, as he says Quintessla, as this piqued his interest, as he says, and who is this Quintessla character that you speak of? And Izuku says, the creator. We, or those, not we, I was not created by her, but I know of her from my past self. As he keeps saying, Quintessla, she is the creator of the robots or the aliens, you will call them. They were not born. They were never born. They were created. The same goes for our world. Our world and us were created by her, Quintessla. As she will do anything for the survival of our planet. As Starscream says, I'm surprised she hasn't came to Earth yet. But she probably will soon. Sooner than later. She'll come to Earth and do the same thing that all those other Decepticons try to do. Rebuild our planet. But she might actually be able to do it though. Because she's that powerful. As he finished his sentence. As he finished his statement. As the director is quite, how would I say, scared at this point of this Quintessla character. As he quickly put a mental note on her and quickly written down what Izuku says in case if something does happen in the near future that, like Izuku said, because you never know with freaking the aliens or robots. As Izuku was just sitting down, with his legs crossed as he just with his hands back on his hands on the back of his head as he's just waiting for something interesting to happen as I would say as as the director is in his office right now. They're at his office and he's doing paperwork as he gets a call from security. And I hope you know what I'm doing right now. As I would say he goes down. He gets up from his chair as he I would say walks. He says follow me, Starscream. As Starscream gets out of his chair and excitedly says, ooh, something interesting. As I would say the director says, yes, Starscream, something very interesting. As he says, Jaeger. As Izuku was puzzled, as the director has been catching him up with what's going on lately, since he's been in the hole or containment per se. As they go in the elevator, they go down as there's a man already driving a little cart as the director sits on it and Izuku sits on it as Izuku is just curious about this Jaeger fellow that's causing the director problems. Sorry if I keep doing that shit. I'm trying not to do it, but whatever. What's the time? 20 minutes, okay. But yeah, as the car drives off into the front gate, the front of the building, as they finally get there and they see this man surrounded by this, I would say 30 to 40-year-old man. This middle-aged man, I would say, yeah, middle-aged. Because, well, Mark Wahlberg, he looks pretty young for his age, I gotta say. So I'm gonna say this, young. Try to consider him middle-aged. I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna say middle-aged because he has a daughter in this movie. So yeah, he's middle-aged, around a mid-age, around his 40s or 30s, late 30s to 40s, or even 50s. I don't know. But yeah, as they see this man, Jaeger, and I think that's his name in the movie. I haven't seen Age of Extinction in a little bit. I might catch myself and rewatch the movie very soon, probably tomorrow, if I can. But yeah, as the director gets out the go-kart first, Izuku, because he's on the right side of the go-kart as he gets out first, and then the director goes and gets out of the cart and walks up to Jaeger, and Izuku freaking is right behind him, just looking at this Jaeger fellow. As the same thing that goes into that scene happens in the same thing that happens in that scene in the movie happens here, whatever they say. As but the only difference is Izuku is right behind the director. As they get back to a area, as they get to I would say yeah, they get to the yeah, they get into the same office area that they did in movie, as they say the same things, but Izuku is right behind the director, and around this point the Autobots friggin' does their attack on the building, as his Bumblebee freaking goes in, freaking doing that same old shit, being a badass. As Izuku freaking flies up there pretty much with the that handle thing that went up. As at this point Izuku is hearing some things happening, some commotion, as he looks at the director and the director looks at him, and Izuku says, and he asks, "Can I play?" As I would say the director says, "Yes, you can play." As Jaeger is looking at this boy, and he has a questioning face, as Izuku transforms from his human form to his Starscream form, or proto Starscream mode. I'm gonna just do the face at the moment. Yeah, proto Starscream mode. As Izuku as Jaeger looks at this face, and as he just looking at this boy, as he is confused as fuck right now, as Izuku freaking jumps out the window and starts shooting at B, as B is surprised by this, as Izuku jumps on B, as he's freaking fighting him, as B falls down on the floor, as they're having a fight. As Izuku says, "Finally, I can play." I'm gonna do the Shigaraki voice that I did in the other video for Starscream. "Yes, I can play." No, that's not the same. How did I do the fucking voice? "Yes, I can play." Shit, I cannot laugh like that. I can finally let loose. As he's doing pew 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 pew, as he's shooting his cannon at B, as B's shooting his cannon at Izuku, as they're both dodging and weaving, as they're making a mess at the floor below them, as the director's freaking shouting below, "Starscream, please keep it down a notch. This is my building after all. Don't destroy it. You're my bodyguard. You're not supposed to destroy my fucking building." As Starscream tisk at that, as he says, "Fine, master," with a another tisk, as freaking the I would say the director freaking smirks, as he laughs, as he says, "If you fail, I'll easily use that chalk color on you." As Izuku tisk again, as he's fighting more harder on B. As B does a surprise attack, as he goes to he puts his hand up to Izuku's face, metal face, as he face plants Izuku to the floor, as there's a quite the crater, as Izuku is just down for the count for a little bit. As B gets up and gets Jaeger out of there. As B is pointing a gun at the director. As they do what they did in the well, I'm not gonna say canon. I'm gonna say what they did in the movie, pretty much. The only difference was Izuku was there and he was fighting B. He took up some of their time. As Izuku gets up, as he's chasing, he's trying to chase B, but the director stops him as he says, "That's enough, Starscream." As Izuku looks at the director, tisking again, as he's getting agitated that he got bested by the bee, as he got bested by Bumblebee, as he freaking is throwing a tantrum at the moment. As he's punching the wall, stomping on the ground with his wheels, as he's just pissed. As he screams, "Bumblebee, I'll get you one of these days." I won't say he would say he will get revenge. He would say, "I will get you one of these days, Bumblebee." As yeah. As the director does the same thing that he does in the movie, as he tells the Autobots that they're not needed anymore. As Izuku is right behind them. Right behind Izuku is right behind the director in his human form again. As he has no need to be in his robot form at the moment. As he's right behind the director. Yeah, he's behind the director. As he has his hands crossed behind his back. Behind the director. Well, he says this. As the Autobots are really kind of mad after he said that. As I would say, yes, as Optimus Prime tells the Autobots to leave, ordering them, saying let's leave. Saying the same thing as he did in the movie. As he takes a look at Izuku, and he can tell that Izuku is different, but he dismisses it. As Optimus looks away and retreats, pretty much, with the Autobots, as Izuku smirks while looking at Optimus Prime, as he thinks, "Oh, the great and mighty Optimus Prime." I was about to put Optimus Prime's name up, sorry. Yeah, the great and mighty Optimus Prime. Being hunted down by mere humans, how have the mighty fallen? He who once sided with humans, when humans betrayed him. As Izuku smirks while he's thinking of this. As I would say, Let me think for a second. Let me think for a second, guys. As Izuku and the director go back to what they were doing earlier. As they were going back, Izuku says, "I need one more thing besides freedom, Mr. Director." As the director looks back at Izuku and he asks, "What would you need, Starscream?" As Izuku says, "I need a jet." As I would say the director is confused by that. As he asks, "Why?" "My form. I need my jet form. Like my past self. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable with this body at the moment. I need my jet form to complete my transition, I can say." As Izuku says, "I need one of the newer model jets. A new model jet." As the director says, "Sure. Why not? Making you more deadly. Fuck, why not? Why not destroy the fucking world?" As he says sarcastically. As Izuku says, "I'm serious." As the director certainly looks at this, as he certainly looks at Starscream, as he sighs, saying, "Fine." As Starscream freaking smiles evilly as he says, "Thank you for business, Master." As the day passes by, and let me pause real quick. As the day passes, and the director gives the order. As a few weeks pass, I want to say a few days pass at the moment, and I would say a day or so, because a day or so, only a day or so, because I would not make sense with the movie. Only a day or so, as they go out to an airfield. The director brings Izuku or Starscream to the an airfield, as he sees a jet, a Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. As Izuku is scanning it at the moment. He's scanning the Martin F-22 Raptor at the moment. As he says, "This would be perfect." As he transforms the same way that all those other all the other Transformers in the company would do, as he transforms into the same exact model of the Martin F-22 Raptor. I'm just gonna call it the Raptor because it sounds cool. The 22 Raptor, 22 Raptor. As he transforms into the exact same thing, pretty much a mirror copy, but there are very big differences between the two. One is the coloring, and two, Izuku has all those tats of the alien writing on him. And let me tell you some. I'm going to save this photo for later images for this series. But yeah. As Izuku transforms into it, and there are very slight differences to the two models. The first one is the coloring is two-toned like Izuku's hair. Half of the right side of the jet is black with white alien symbols on it, while the other side is whitish silverish, silverish white, as that side has black alien writing over it. As Izuku transforms into his body now, his main robot body now. He's going to say the same. This would be his body right now. As he still can transform into the bike whenever he needs to, but he will mainly transform into his jet mode at the moment. As he transforms into his robot mode, as he still sees the two coloring with the writing still the same, as the right side is black while the left side is white with alien writing on them. As he says, I look pretty damn good. I like my look. I like this. I like this. As he says in a creepy voice, as in a creepy robotic Decepticon type of voice, I would say. I'm just going to say Starscream's voice in the movies, but a little more kiddish, I would say, because he's not the exact same. There's going to be differences in his voice and everything. As he says, Director, thank you very much for this. I needed this. As he said that. As he said that. As he transforms one of his hands to have a gun, like a gun, as he's shooting trees in the area, as he's feeling himself right now. He's feeling his new toys, his new body. As he transforms his other hand, he was using his right hand with the wrist mounted minigun pretty much. As he transforms his left to the what's it called, cannon that we all love Starscream to have. As he has this, as it's a three burst like in the movies. Pew pew pew, pew pew pew, pew pew pew. As he's shooting up the trees and exploding them. As he says, "Yep." As he uses his jets in his back. As he flies up and shit. As he says, "Yes." This feeling, I know it all too well. It's like riding a bike. It's like relearning how to ride a bike, pretty much. That's what Starscream is thinking. As he transforms in midair, into his jet mode. As he jets off, just flying around the area. As he finally goes back to the director and transforms back to his human form. As he says, "I'm all done." As the director says, "Good." as they go off. Oh, what time? 40 minutes, huh? Nothing much really happened so far. Let me pause this. I need to remember what happened in the movie. Okay. After they all left the building, after all the Autobots left, I remember that they had that lockdown showdown pretty much. The showdown with lockdown. So I forgot about that. I'm gonna say as the director goes into his main console, as he's instructing everybody to control Galvatron, as they're controlling Galvatron, trying to get the Autobots pretty much. Yeah, they're trying to freaking get the Autobots. As Izuku says, I can easily help. I can easily help Galvatron. As he evilly smirks. As the director says, I know what you're thinking. You're not getting close to Galvatron. Starscream. As Izuku pouts, kicks his foot on the floor, as he says, fine. As he clicks his tongue. And I would say after that, the whole showdown with lockdown happens. With everything happening in the movie doing the same thing pretty much. As Galvatron gets out of control a little bit, as they're not fully operating Galvatron, as whenever they're having trouble with controlling Galvatron, Izuku smirks as he's thinking, huh, my old boss is still in there, huh? All it takes is a little while and he'll get his memories back. This place, none of the humans even know, do they? That most of this place is controlled by Galvatron already, as Izuku thinks this, as he smirks evilly. But he keeps it to himself. As that whole thing happens, and yeah. As that whole tray goes off with Galvatron, not Galvatron, with Lockdown and the with the agents pretty much, yeah, with the agents. As they have the I forgot what it's called. It's gonna bug me until I get it. It's such a simple fucking word too. It's not egg. They have the it's not this. Oh, spark. It's not the fucking. Fuck. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, the director's name is Joshua. I'm just gonna say Joshua, and I'm not gonna remember Kelsey Grammer's character name at all. I'm not gonna remember it. So I'm just gonna call him the agent. And yeah. Well, yeah, Cade Yeager. I was right on the Yeager. So yeah, that's all good to know. So yeah, I'll be right back with the story, guys. Yeah, as a few days pass and we're back to whenever Izuku got his jet. After that whole thing happened with Galvatron. Now we're back at Izuku getting his jet back. As he has his new form, his new better robot form in his jet. As he has two modes where he can transform into, more than most robots. They only have to transform into one thing, and they'll have to keep repeating to transform into that one type of car or whatever. They only have one spot where they can transform. Izuku has two spots where he can transform into something. So yeah, I keep calling him Izuku. I'm sorry, guys. I keep calling him Izuku. I'm not gonna edit this, so yes, just bear with me, guys. For now on, I'm gonna keep calling him Starscream. Starscream. Okay. As Izuku walks back into the car after he tests his jets, his jet mode and everything, and the Joshua asks, so does it feel good to be in your old body again? As I would say, your old self. As Izuku says, I like both. I like my new and old. As Izuku says, Joshua asks, what do you mean? I can transform. I can keep transforming into my motorcycle mode. And now I can transform into my jet mode. And that's all I can transform into. As Joshua is surprised by that, as he thought that Izuku was just going to switch up his transformation, but he has two transformations. He's going to keep that in mind. This kid really is something different than the rest. But he promised he wouldn't do anything to this kid. It would hurt his conscience too much to hurt this kid. Even though this kid is not the same, as he's an entirely new being as what he once was. And this innocent kid. This kid in front of him is a killer. This kid in front of him is pretty much a monster incarnate. But he doesn't want to keep thinking too badly on the kid. As the kid is pretty fun to be around. Though, even though he's a monster, he is pretty fun to be around. And Izuku likes his personality, his playful personality. As Izuku has developed this personality out of boredom. And he likes his personality himself. He likes this. He likes to have fun. So why not have this personality? And it fits well with his human self. And yeah. Let me think on what to do next, guys. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but this will have to end the episode. Because I need to catch up on the movie, guys. I'm sorry. I need to catch up on this movie whenever I watch it tomorrow. And yeah, I'll watch it so I can make this series better. And I haven't watched The Last Night, so I'll have to watch that. I might just watch the whole Transformers series again, because I actually do love Transformers. I love it. I loved it since I was a kid. Even whenever I was a little kid, I loved them. I had the Bumblebee little shoes. That's gonna be another story of another time. So yeah, hope you all have a good night. Hope you like, subscribe, and really like this episode. So yeah, have a good night, guys, and peace out.